How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Hi, rock fans, hi everyone. Today I'm ranking the Bob Dylan albums. And by the way, I always love Dylan's voice. I always love the tone of his voice. So I'm ranking the Bob Dylan's album, but I'm not ranking each and every album. It's gonna be a top 12 list. But for me, two albums could be number 12. So I think what I'm gonna do finally is a top 13. And I hope you're not superstitious. So the album I would probably pick at number 13 is the Basement Tapes, which is a fine double album. And so that would be number 13. And at number 12, I would go for the first and self-titled album. And I think this album is underrated because, even if Dylan wrote only two songs, I think it's a fine album. The covers are pretty nice. I think In My Time of Dying is a pretty good song. Same thing for Highway 51 Blues, House of the Rising Sun, of course. Baby, Let Me Follow You Down, to name a few. So Bob Dylan at number 12. Number 11, I don't have the album, but I know all the songs. And the album in question is Love and Theft. Love and Theft. That album. Some words are really hard for me, to pronounce correctly. And my favorite songs are probably Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Mississippi, Lonesome Day Blues, High Water. Pretty good album, so Love and Theft at number 11. Number 10 for me is Desire. There are a couple of real nice songs. I love the violin, on this album. Really like Hurricane, Isis, Mozambique, Oh Sister, to name a few. Fine albums. So, Desire at number 10. Okay, next, coming at number 9 is Nashville Skyline. And I really like, the country sound, the country flavor in this album. And Dylan's voice is very different, of course, but I think Lay Lady Lay is a great, great song. Same thing for I Threw It All Away, Girl from the North Country, Country Pie. Pretty nice album. So Nashville Skyline at number 9. Number 8 for me is John Wesley Harding. And my favorite songs are As I Went Out One Morning, I Am a Lonesome Hobo, All Along the Watchtower, which is a classic, Drifters, Escape, the title track. Pretty good album. So John Wesley Harding at number 8. Number 7 for me is Another Side of Bob Dylan. There's no political songs here. It sounds more like something personal, something surreal. I think All I Really Want to Do is a pretty good song. Same thing for Spanish Harlem Incident, My Back Pages, It Ain't Me Babe, Motorcycle, Nightmare. Pretty good album, a classic, Another Side of Bob Dylan. At number 7, number 6 is The Times They Are a Changing. Pretty good folk album. The title track is a classic. I also really like songs like Ballad of Hollis Brown, Only a Pound in their game, Boots of Spanish Leather. Excellent, pretty good album. The Times They Are a Changing at number 6. Number 5, which is a popular choice, for number 1, and I swear I really like the album. Anyway, and the album in question is Blonde on Blonde. And we have a couple of classic songs here, like Visions of Joanna, I Want You, Leopard Skin Pillbox Hat, funny title, obviously Five Believers, good double album. So Blonde on Blonde at number 5. Number 4 for me, which is another very popular choice for number 1. And once again, I swear, I really like the album. And the album in question is Highway 61 Revisited. And of course, we have that great classic here, like a Rolling Stone, Tombstone Blues, which is another excellent song. Ballad of a Tin Man is pretty good. The title track, of course, Highway 61 Revisited. Also like songs like It Takes a Lot to Laugh, It Takes a Train to Cry. So Highway 61 Revisited, that number 4. Number 3 for me is Blood on the Tracks. Tangle Up in Blue, pretty well-known song. Is a pretty good song. Buckets of Rain, and Simple Twist of Fate. I love that song so much. Pretty good song. Shelter from the Storm is another song that I really like. Same thing for Meet Me in the Morning. Pretty good album. Blood's on the Track at number 3. Number 2 for me is the freewheeling Bob Dylan, and he became a great songwriter. He became the spokesman of a generation with this album. And we have a couple of great songs like Blowin' in the Wind, the song I sang for the introduction of this video. A Girl from the North, Country Masters of War, Down the Highway, Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, Oxford Town. Most of the songs are good. Excellent album, the freewheeling Bob Dylan. And finally, at number 1 for me is Bringing It All Back Home. And this is a perfect combination, a perfect mixture of rock and folk music. And by the way, I think, this is one of the first folk rock albums, and I love most of, or I could say I love all the songs. Subterranean, Homesick Blues, She Belongs to Me, Maggie's Farm, On the Road Again, Mr. Tambourine Man, of course, It's All Right Ma, It's All Over Now, Baby Blue. They're all good, and it's my number 1 choice. Bringing it all back home. Yeah. So that was it. I hope that you enjoyed. So I'd like to know what is your personal top 13 or top 15 or top 10, whatever it is, your favorite Bob Dylan albums. So thanks for watching, and see you for my next video.